What's going on, guys and girls? My name's Nate3115, and today we have some Evolve for you. This is a really fun game that I got to play over Halloween weekend. The big alpha, as it's called, went live over Halloween weekend, so it was a really fun experience. And it got quite comedical because I would be playing and I got a phone call. And it's like, Nate, we're gonna go to a movie. I'm like, oh, okay, but I'm playing Evolve. And they're like, are you serious? And I ended up going against my will. The movie wasn't as good as I hoped. Anyways, guys, but the game itself is actually pretty fun. You see, there's two different teams, and the way it works is the hunters are trying to kill the monster, and the monster is trying to kill the hunters. So it's kind of weird how that goes hand in hand. And the monster's main goal is to evolve. The more it evolves, the stronger it gets, and hence the more damage it deals to the hunters, and the more likely it is the monster will succeed. Whereas the hunters are trying to hunt down and kill the monster early and prevent it from evolving and growing stronger. Because once the monster reaches its last evolution stage, I believe that is stage 3, it becomes a pretty daunting task to take that down, and it really does give you a run for your money. What's real cool about this game, though, that I liked, or one of my favorite aspects about it, was how it encourages this cooperative style of gameplay, but doesn't completely enforce it on you. Like, each, the hunters have 3 or 4 classes. There's 4 players on the hunter side, each with a class. There's medic, assault, support, and trapper. And each of these classes has their own goal, their own special ability. They specialize in something. For instance, the assault, it specializes in dealing damage to the monster. Trapper specializes in holding the monster down, doing a little bit of damage. Support specializes in, well, supporting. What else? I'm sorry, I really don't know what support does. Medic gives you health, all that stuff, and they all go well together, and it really makes the game a lot more fun when you're working with your allies, and it's especially fun when you're communicating with them. Communication is really key, and it makes the game a lot more fun. When I'm communicating with the friends on my hunting team, we're like, okay, we've got to retreat, we're not winning this engagement, we're getting our asses handed to us, we've done a little bit of damage, let's get our asses out of here. Or we'll be like, alright, push the advantage, and that's kind of how it works, and it's really fun. The game's not like most FPS games where it's like, oh, drop shot to win. It's like, oh, outsmart your opponent to gain the upper hand, and that's what I really like about this. When playing as the monster, all you've got is yourself, and that's good and bad, because hunters, if one guy fails to do their job, it jeopardizes the whole team. Whereas monster, you just gotta worry about yourself, so it's pretty cool how that works hand in hand to balance everything out, and it makes the game really fun. The way the monster evolves is by eating wildlife, which is found around the map. Some of the wildlife fights back, and it also will attack the hunters as well. So it's really cool how that works. And what a lot of people might be thinking when they hop into this game is, oh, can't the monster just hide the whole game and ruin it for everybody? Yes and no. What the monster can do, the monster leaves behind tracks, it scares birds and stuff as it moves around, so you'll usually be able to track down the monster when playing as the hunters. However, technically it is possible to get to an area stealthily and just sit there forever, but I never really had that happen to me yet, so it was pretty fun. And the same applies for the hunters. I was really scared that there'd be a lot of trolls on that wouldn't do their job, but fortunately there weren't, and the game was it was a pretty big bundle of joy for me. I liked it a lot. When playing as the monster, I got really fed up and annoyed because the hunters can really dictate the engagement if they do it properly. There's this orbital shield thing that can drop. That I think it just got deployed right now. Oh no, never mind. That's not the orbital shield. Wait, yeah, it is up right now in the gameplay you're watching. And what the orbital shield does is it contains the monster. The players can move in and outside of the shield, but the monsters cannot. So it really allows the players to contain the monster, and it won't let the monster retreat. This can also be used if you're being attacked by the monsters and the players are losing. They could drop one of those and fall back to a different area. So it makes for a really interesting aspect and allows the hunters to really gain an advantage. However, a lot of the times I noticed that whenever we'd find the monster, it'd run off, but once it got to its 3rd evolution, it would just come at us and wreck us, so it's very important to try and take it out early. Overall, the gameplay itself, the game runs pretty smoothly, it looks pretty nice, so long as you set your brightness up to the preference that you like, and it just makes for a pretty fun experience. The game comes out on February of 2015. The only thing that I did not like about this was the server thing. It was how slow the servers were, but they hadn't been stress tested yet. That's my only complaint. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. My name's Nate. Hope to see you in my next video. Bye-bye, everybody.